God damn, when is it ending? Okay, can I talk now?
Balls.
Yanfei? What? What? What?
67, 67, 67,
And with
67,
that,
67,
I am off, guys. So, first question, do I love balls? Well, you see, I do love balls, in fact, seeing that I am going after Steel and that he's my husband, so obviously I love balls. Especially these. I am scared to do the spoiler thing. What's hidden underneath this? Oh wait, this is for the question, aren't you? Who would have... Okay. But first, what's my favorite color? Now, seeing that my model was mainly blue thanks to the hair and eyes, people would say blue. But in reality, my favorite color is actually red, believe it or not. I prefer red over everything else. Red for life, red on top. Now red is your favorite color too. Also purple. Oh my goodness, a lot of reds. Hell yeah. Let's see. Ooh, story time. How did me and Steel meet? That is an interesting one. Now this is a bit of a story I need to tell. Well, not really. It's actually short. I just make it sound long. In long term, me and Steel met through one of our friends, which we don't really contact anymore. They introduced Steel to our group. Steel was a shy one back then. I'm not gonna lie. He was a little shy one. And then the great pandemic hit. Now you guys know how that went. Quarantine, wobba. Then we started talking on Discord more, playing games and everything. And just like halfway through the pandemic, we just clicked instantly. We both were like, you know what? This can be something good. And from then on, we became the best of friends that can ever exist. So that's basically the whole story. I saw him once in person, didn't see him for like 2 years, met him again in person, and from then on, almost every weekend we saw each other. Next question. Do I like K-pop dramas, K-dramas, what am I talking about? To answer that, yes and yes. I don't watch them that often, but I do love a good, like, K-pop song or K-drama. I watch here and there when I hear about something. K-pop, I listen to a few songs. Some of them are in my playlist mainly. Who is your favorite VTuber to watch and why? Now that depends in the long term of favorite VTuber because I have multiple for each category. But favorite VTuber, if I had to choose someone I would just randomly put on just for background sound and laughs and everything, I would definitely say it's between it's mainly Chibidoki. I can't get enough of Chibidoki. The amount of screaming and chaos that happens on her stream always gets me. But let's see. What inspired me to become a VTuber/streamer? That's actually a good question. I can answer the streamer part. The main reason I was inspired to become a streamer was because, firstly, I hate recording videos. I hate it with a passion. I just feel awkward if I just record a video. Like I'm talking to myself and everything is just silent around me. I hated it. But with streaming, it's like I can actually communicate with people and have fun with them. For the VTuber part, that is, in reality, that's more, how can I say, it's more to hide the fact how I look. And I just like the idea that people can see the model and mess around with the model, which will be a more functional thing in the future. Favorite energy drink of all time? Now, there's so many. If it comes to brand, I would definitely say Monster. Monster is always a go-to. And when it comes to flavor, I would definitely say it's between the white Monster and no, it's not. It's Pacific Punch. There we go. But Monster definitely my go-to energy drink. Favorite game of all time. Now you see, the thing is, I'm not one to be able to actually stick to one type of game. I can stick to a genre perfectly fine, but type of game. But if I have to choose a favorite game of all time, for me it would actually, wait, no, it would actually be the Ratchet & Clank franchise. I love those games, especially when I was a child. That was the main game I played on the PlayStation most of the time. Let's see, Steel. If Steel or Chibidoki was hanging off a cliff and you could only save one, who would it be? The fact that I chose Chibidoki as my favorite VTuber, and it's again a question, but she's actually in the question, concerns me. That's still new. Now you see, I have to choose between two things now. I have to choose between a husband, or I have to choose between the fact of losing my only source of entertainment on YouTube these days. Both of them will cause that I'm bored in a part of my day. But in the long run, I would probably say I would choose still to save. If I had to choose, I would say still. Next question. Fuck, marry, kill. Now you see, this is a fun one because this really tricks a person's brain. Still, okay. Nefer, Mulani. Now you see, I only like Mulani based off her design and how she interacts with everyone and everything. But I wouldn't go so far to fuck or marry her. So sadly, I'm gonna have to kill her off. Mulani is gonna have to go, sadly. Now you see, if Sitlali was in Mulani's place, I would have been screwed. So still, GG's with that. But the only problem is now between you and Nefer. I think the probably best answer to go for is fuck Steel, because I mean we will do that easily. And marry Nefer. I mean, Nefer will probably be too busy with her work and stuff, so I will just be able to call Steel. For some entertainment. No one's seen their way on this topic. I will have to go. I will have to fully go. Kill Nefer, fuck Steel, and marry Sitlali. Sitlali is just a little cutie. But Nefer is gonna have to go in this situation. Let's see, what do you like most about streaming? The fact that people actually are entertained by me doing barely anything and just being stupid in general. I just like being able to build a community in the long run. I just love sharing what I do with the community and everything. What's next? What do you do to prepare for a stream? Okay, so here's my guide to how I prepare for stream and everything. The content wise, I pick a game and just go with it. There's no plan put into it or anything, except if it's collab, then there's plan to when, what, and what game and everything. But when it comes to my own content, I either have a game I want to play, or I just YOLO it on stream like the last few days. Setup wise, I do the bare minimum, to be honest. Like when I start a stream, if it's just me streaming, it's probably like 5 to 10 minutes setup, getting everything ready. I sometimes will get to open the program for my model. But for setup, it's not that long really. It's not a big process or anything. It will be a big process in the future, obviously. But for content and setup, that's basically all. I just YOLO it all the time. Let's see, what are your biggest challenges as a streamer? My biggest challenges. Okay, so biggest challenge obviously is to be able to get my name actually out there. That is my main goal. I just want to get my name out there. I don't want to be like the big streamers or anything. I just want to be able to be known. That is my biggest challenge for streaming. But in the long run, I will try and figure out how to do everything correctly, especially with the next month that's coming, the festive month, Christmas and everything, where I planned a while ago to do FNAF gameplay for the whole month, seeing that the FNAF movie is releasing, so there will be a lot of content coming out of there. What is your dream game to stream? My dream game to stream? Ooh, that's an interesting one. What is my dream game to stream? To be fair, it's not really about one specific game I would like to stream. It's more like games that I can stream in long terms, like that needs lots of hours to be able to complete. For example, I want to be able to stream Satisfactory to all of you. I kind of gotten addicted to factory type games. I want to stream those type of games in the future, but I need to upgrade my system first. It's not that powerful to be able to stream that. But there's not a specific game. If you had to delete one of your favorite games, which one would it be and why? Okay, which one of my favorite games? If I had to say, I would definitely say Genshin. In true aspect. I mean, I love Genshin's story and everything. Gameplay I love also, but I just feel like you can't really get enough out of Genshin to be able to play long term if there's no content really added. Like the story I love and everything, even though sometimes it gets too long. I love the game and everything, playing bolding characters and everything, but the reason that's barely enough to able to scratch the surface of what you want to do is the main reason I don't really play Genshin that much. It's always a waiting game in that game. What other hobbies do I have outside of streaming? Now that's a nice personal question. Other hobbies? I would definitely say when I learn everything again, it would definitely be drawing again. I want to continue drawing, mainly because of the fact I want to continue the manga I am planning. For now, it's mainly just writing stories in the sideline for a light novel if I can't draw manga fully, but it's between writing, just playing games normally, hang out with Steel. Well, that's not really a hobby, but in quick summary, I would just say like using my brain to do creative things. Drawing, write stories, solve puzzles. That's mainly my hobbies. When will 100% Masaru be back in action? Seeing that I am switching over to a new model, I think I'm gonna put hold on 100% Masaru for now. I'm gonna put a hold on it so that I can have a fresh start, fresh start for 100% in games. Like I'm gonna have a clean slate on everything just for 100%ing. So I'm waiting until I get the model upgrades and everything so I can go full into action with videos and everything. Will there be more Garten of Banban? In the future, yes. I might need to redo the first games again. Some of the VOD files got corrupted, so I'm not able to access that anymore. But Garten of Banban will return in the future, seeing that the games are still in continuation. So I might wait until the game franchises finish before I actually continue playing that. But yes, Garten of Banban will return in the future. If I could live anywhere in the world, where would it be? Now, you see, that's actually an odd choice to make. There's a lot of pros and cons in where you want to live. But if I have to be like the most obvious choice and everything with just going head straight into a place, it would definitely be Japan. That's where I would want to live if I don't think about the pros and cons about it. Do I like making / receiving DIY things? Making them, yes. If I have the materials and I have an idea of what I have to make, I love crafting it. And receiving DIY itself, I love when I get it like gifts, like things that are handmade and everything. Yeah, let's see, what's the best piece of advice you've ever been given? Ooh, I'm gonna be honest, a lot of things go through my head. So piece of advice, it's a hard thing that when it's something that actually sticks. I would probably say it wouldn't have come from a person, but it most likely came from an anime, if I'm being honest. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, this quote is the quote that stuck with me ever since I first heard it, is when Asta said, you need to stand your ground no matter how pathetic you are. That is one of his quotes that struck me. Let's see, where am I now? Ooh, something that's never been asked before, actually, truly. What does my username mean? What's the origin? Now, obviously, my name is based off Japanese naming, where it has a meaning and everything. But in long term, the whole channel name is based off how they pronounce everything in Japanese. Well, Japan, where Hinode is the surname because you pronounce the surname before you say the name. So Hinode Masaru, in normal terms, it would be Masaru Hinode. Where with Masaru, the meaning of the name means victory or to excel. So in short, I chose that name because I want to be victorious when it comes to streaming. I want to achieve what I want to reach. I want to achieve that which was my dream when I was younger. And when it comes to Hinode, it means sunrise or daybreak. And the reason I chose that is because usually you can link seeing the victory in the distance, which usually refers to also when the sunrise comes up in the distance to show it's a new day, where victory just shows that's a new chapter that has been unlocked. Basically, that's what the username is in short, even though that was a long ramble. Do I have a favorite quote? If yes, what is it? Let me go get the quote. No, it's not Asta's quote. It wasn't Asta's quote, which was my favorite. It's one of the things that stuck with me, yes, but that's not my. So the quote from Attack on Titan that was said by Ymir was, "You're gonna care what other people think and be someone you're not your whole life. You're fine as you are. So talk in your own words." That quote was one that hit. Never talk in a way to make people accept you. Talk how you want and be who you are. That is the best quote I have heard from anime itself. And with that, we have also reached the final question. Do I prefer when people call me Hinode or Masaru? Now you see, that really doesn't bother me at all. But I just feel like when it comes to picking, I just feel like Masaru just sounds a bit more pleasing in a way. Like Masaru is much more fun to say than Hinode. Masaru just rolls off the tongue basically. So in short, I prefer Masaru because it's actually easier to say. But Hinode is also fine, it all depends how the people perceive the naming. But seeing that I pummeled my words in one of the streams, I think it's 2 streams ago, I am now Mushroom. But yeah, Master is slightly above, in long terms. Now with that out of the way, questionnaire has finally ended. It's being closed off.